Know the difference with ANNEX Wealth Management? You know, we talk a lot about 401ks, but not everybody has access to a 401k. There are more than 70 million gig workers in the United States who don't. 401ks are great, but what happens when you don't have access? Fred Coleman is a CFP and a wealth manager at ANNEX Wealth Management. He's going to walk us through it. Welcome to the show, Fred.
Thanks, Danny.
Okay, no 401k. But you still want to work towards saving money for retirement. If that's the case, I guess maybe the first place we start is the old traditional IRA.
Yeah, if you're an independent contractor or your employer doesn't offer a 401k, then it's up to you to fund your own retirement. An individual retirement account, also known as an IRA, can be the next best alternative because it offers significant tax advantages. Not only can you receive a tax deduction in the year you contribute to the account, but also your contributions will grow tax deferred. This means you will not pay tax on the contributions or the earnings until you choose to withdraw the money or when you're required to start withdrawing at age 73. In addition, there are no income limitations to opening a traditional IRA, which means no matter how much or how little you make, you can open an IRA and start contributing immediately. You should also know that the maximum annual contribution for traditional IRAs is $6,500 if you're under age 50 and $7,500 for those 50 and older.
So good vehicle, right? I mean, the tax advantage, right, drops your taxable income and then it grows. So that's great. Investing for retirement without a 401k, there are options. The next up is the Roth IRA, the cousin, right?
Yeah, the Roth IRA is another great vehicle. With Roth IRAs, the contributions are not tax deductible. This means you won't get a tax break when you make contributions. However, when you withdraw the money during retirement, the contributions can be withdrawn tax-free. The contributions that you make into the Roth can always be withdrawn without penalty, and as long as you satisfy the 5-year holding period and you're at least 59 and a half years or older, then the entire account, including the earnings, can come out tax-free. When we work with clients to develop distribution strategies, oftentimes we'll use Roths to help minimize taxes you'll pay over your lifetime, and they're also great for estate planning because you can pass tax-free assets to your heirs. Maximum contributions for Roths are also $6,500 if you're under age 50 and $7,500 for those 50 and older. However, your eligibility to contribute directly to a Roth may depend on your income. A wealth manager can help you determine your maximum contribution to a Roth and if it's the best type of account to use when it comes to saving for retirement.
You know, a lot of times people, I think they hesitate on that because I don't want to pay the taxes now, right? Do you find that?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's something you gotta run the numbers and crunch the numbers to see what's best.
Yep. We're with Fred Coleman, a CFP and a wealth manager at ANNEX Wealth Management. If you're not eligible for a 401k, either because your company doesn't offer it or you're a gig or freelance worker, there are options. Most in the audience know what IRAs and Roth IRAs are. What's this SEP IRA?
Yeah, if you're self-employed or you freelance, you can use the earnings to open a SEP IRA. With a SEP IRA in 2023, you can contribute the lesser of $66,000 or 25% of your net self-employment earnings for the year. The maximum compensation that can be considered is $330,000 of income. The contributions are tax deductible, they grow tax deferred, and the disbursements won't be taxed until retirement. Aside from the high contribution limits, one of the best features of the SEP is the flexibility. When you have a side hustle or a business, your income can fluctuate. So committing to making contributions to a retirement plan every year can be difficult because you don't know what exactly your income will be for the year. We recommend SEPs sometimes for self-employed individuals because of the ability to look back at your income for the prior year. So let's say you had a really great year in 2022 and then you go to file your taxes and you realize you have a high tax bill, you can still make deductible contributions into the SEP up to the tax filing deadline. This gives you the unique ability to be able to look back, lower your taxable income for the prior year without making an upfront commitment to contribute.
That's pretty handy. You know, most of the time, Fred, when people hear 401ks, there's a company-sponsored plan, but those who aren't in traditional jobs, there is that thing called the solo 401k. How's that one work?
The solo 401k is for self-employed or 1099 contractors who don't have access to any other 401k plan and you don't have any employees outside of your spouse. It offers some of the same tax advantages as a regular 401k, but as a self-employed individual, you can make contributions as both the employer and the employee. As the employee, you can contribute the elective deferral maximum of $22,500 in 2023, and as the employer, you can add an additional 25% of your adjusted gross income for a maximum contribution of $66,000. In addition, you can tack on another $6,500 if you're over age 50.
I guess the point here is that if you are in a line of work that you don't have a 401k, do something.
Absolutely.
You got to do something, and you got to do something early enough that you can slowly build it up, right? I would think that that's something you talk about with clients quite often.
Yeah, early and often. And the sooner you start, the more you're able to compound and the more options that you'll have.
Yeah, cool. Folks, nobody's the same. That's why we tailor what we do with our clients to them and their situations. No sales contests here, just advice from fee-only fiduciaries. Website, annexwealth.com. Click that Get Started button. Fred Coleman is CFP and a wealth manager at Annex Wealth Management. Thanks for jumping on.
All right, thanks for having me, Danny.